If you're like me, you've heard how wonderful life is. You've heard that you can have your dreams come true, that you can be healthy, that you can have money, that you can travel, that life is fun and fulfilling. But you look at your wallet and you have more ones and fives than you have 50s and hundreds. And you want to be well, and you look in your medicine cabinet and you see nothing but medication, debts, bills. You go to a job you don't like. You wake up or go to sleep with somebody you may not like. And you wonder, when is it going to be my turn? When am I going to have the life, this kind of life, the life that people say that is out there, but I can't seem to find it, and I don't know how to get it. Life can be fulfilling when we begin to take responsibility for what we want to create. And the way that we do that is we step into our divinity. The creative genius that hung the stars, that put the planets in place, that created everything on this planet, that creative energy resides in each of us. And the way that we have the life that we were meant to have is to begin to create what it is we really want. And the way that we do that is to begin to take purposeful, meaningful steps toward what we want to create. It's not that we are so afraid that we're going to be small or that we are small. We're afraid of how powerful and great we are. We're afraid that if we step out and find that dream that we have, that we're going to make a mistake, that someone says we're going to do something wrong, or maybe that we are wrong. It takes courage to be able to step into the dream that you really want. It takes courage to be seen, to be heard, to let your voice out, to let people know this is who I am and this is what I choose to do. By standing in our greatness, by standing in our power, we let the world know who we are. We magnify the brilliance of the divine by being the best in who we are. We inspire others to be their greatness when we stand in our own power and fulfill the dreams and desires of our hearts. I've had people say to me, this is what I want to do, and they sound so excited, and the creative genius in them, you can just see it flowing. And they say, yes, I want to do this, and I want to go here. And then the very next sentence is, but I don't think I can do that. And the economy won't support my business. And there's way too many of those businesses around, and I can't offer anything new. And you can just see the light in them go dimmer and dimmer until it burns out. And that's what happens with each of us when we stay at a job that makes us unhappy. When we continue to do things in our daily lives, when we continue to think about how sick we are, or how we don't have any money, or how it's not going to get any better. We magnify ourselves by stepping into what we really want. And the issue with a lot of people is, I know what I want, I just don't know how to get there. I don't have the money. I don't know how to get from here to here. Or I know the steps, but I don't know, I just don't know how to get there. The leap is too big from where I am now and where I want to be. I can't figure out how to jump that chasm. But you're not in this alone. You have divine guidance that will take you step by step by step. In my work as a psychologist and in a lot of the clients that I see very intelligent people. I see people that know what they're doing. I see people that know what they want. And I keep telling them that if you could have figured out your own problem, if you could have figured out how to get from here to here, you'd have done it by now. So it's not that you don't know how to do it, it's just that on your own strength, you are not enough. That's why you always need to tap into the creative genius that lies with each one of us, that divinity, that place within us, that creative place that is going to move us from where we are now, step by step by step, to where we want to be. So here's a question for you. What do you want? What do you want to create? What is it that if you had that in your life, you would be fulfilled, you would be happy, you would be joyful? If you say you don't know what you want, then somebody else is going to tell you what they want. And it's very possible that you're going to live their dream and not your dream. Being able to say what you want may mean that you're going to go against some rules in the family, or maybe in your culture, or your tribe, or your church, or your education. It may be that for you to do what you want, you may have to buck the system, and that's okay. You will know in your heart there will be peace, there will be a presence when you are doing the right thing. You just inherently know that the next step you're going to take is just the right step. So the question to ask yourself is, what do you want to create? Because you have the ability to create it. In fact, it is your divine duty to create what it is you truly want. And when you step into that ability to create, then you will find that life will be hopeful, a little bit more joyful. You'll see that the cage, the box that you've made for yourself, the walls start to kind of fall down. The door starts to crack open a little bit. You're going to see that there's room for growth and expansion, because creation is always expanding. Creation is always growing. Creation is always bettering itself. And the divinity in all of us calls for that, cries out for that. And it is our duty to ourselves, to our planet, to each other, to always stand in our greatness. So the way to do that is to begin to take personal responsibility for every step that you take, for every decision that you make, for saying that when I decide I'm going to make this step, get this degree, start this business, start this relationship, that I commit to it. It's not going to happen overnight. Your dream, just like a flower that grows, it doesn't grow up overnight. There's a series of steps that will need to happen for you to be able to start from where you are now to get to where you are in the future. If the universe said, sure, yeah, you can have this, and dumped it all on you right now, it would be so overwhelming you would drown in it. So the universe knows exactly where to take you, how far to take you, when to stop and rest, which is extremely important, and when to go, and what the next step will be. And when you follow your guidance step by step, and when you keep your eyes and your focus on what it is you want, then you will find that you will be able to begin creating the life that you always wanted. You will have more money in your wallet. You will have less medicine in your medicine cabinet. Your debts will be reduced. You'll have the joy and the freedom of that creation and being a creative being brings to us. Again, it's not only our duty, it's our sacred right to create and have the life that we were meant to have.